Lawyers for actress Jennifer Lawrence have successfully had Google remove websites that are hosting the leaked nude photos of the actress. Now, they did so through copyright laws, and it's interesting that they went that route. However, although they got some of the websites to be taken down by Google, of course, new websites are now popping up, probably by the same people that are behind the original websites. Now, let me give you the details. The takedown requests were filed under the Digital Millennium Copyright Act, also known as DMCA, with her lawyers Mitchell Stillberg and Knupp. Or probably Nupp, okay. Stating that the stolen photos impinged on Lawrence's copyright. So the DMCA, which governs the use of copyrighted material and is usually used in reference to pirated TV shows, films, music, requires sites to expeditiously remove unlawful images from their servers. So as I mentioned, they take the websites down, or they unlist them. I should put it that way. Mm-hmm. So if you do search for the nude images, those websites will no longer pop up under Google's search engine. However, all these people have to do is create a completely new website, host the images that way, and then the lawyers actually have to file new documents to get that website unlisted as well.
So there's a couple of different angles. First of all, it's a giant pain in the ass for the celebrity involved, because that's a lot of lawyer fees playing whack-a-mole trying to find all these sites. Mm-hmm. Now, Google's doing the best they can, I think, in terms of, well, if you give me a legal notice, I'm going to comply with that legal notice, and I'm going to unlist it, right? And so I get why they do that. In this case, the pictures are not just stolen, but they have copyright issues because of who took the pictures.
Exactly.
Right? So that's why it falls on the DMCA. Mm-hmm. Now, some people are concerned, well, look, if you're a regular person, Google isn't going to do this for you, but you're a celebrity, Google is going to do it for you. But to be fair to Google, it's just because the celebrity has a lot of money to hire lawyers.
Yeah.
And the lawyer writes a letter, and then Google goes, okay, I have to comply with that letter, right?
Yep.
Whereas regular folks don't have the money for these lawyers, so that's why the revenge porn sites and stuff is still out there with all those pictures.
Yeah, it has less to do with the celebrity and more to do with the resources that the celebrities have. If you are a victim of something similar, if you have the money to hire the lawyers, they can do the exact same thing, except this isn't exactly the most effective way to get rid of the issue, right? Because look, the fact that Jennifer Lawrence is a celebrity makes it even more difficult for her, because the second you take those images down or you unlist a certain website from the search engine, then of course these people are going to go out of their way to make it available in other ways, right? Mm-hmm. But maybe if you're a private individual and it's just one person, whether it's an ex-boyfriend or something, post these images and you have the resources to hire a lawyer, maybe it's less likely that they'll create a new website to do this. But in Jennifer Lawrence's case, I feel like the people who wanted to see the images have already seen them. I know you don't like the images out there. I'm absolutely disgusted by the way that her privacy and other people's privacy has been violated, but you gotta let it go, because it's not gonna go away. These images will exist on the internet for the rest of your life, unfortunately.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I kind of like that she's fighting. I'm mixing the story, but to me, I'm more annoyed. Now, I know you like that she's fighting, right? But
I like that she's fighting. I don't want you to get the wrong idea. I think that what happened to her sucks, right?
Right.
But here's the thing, it's not just Google. Google isn't the only search engine out there. You got to deal with Bing, Yahoo, all the other Ask Jeeves. I don't even know if that still exists. Maybe it does. All the other search engines, you got to deal with them as well to get all of these websites unlisted. I mean, that is unlimited resources that you need to make that happen. So at this point, I don't want her to give up, but I don't know if this is the right avenue to go.
I thought I was going to be the bad guy that was going to say that. Mm-hmm. Not because she has no merit behind it or that it's not wrong what they've done, but the way the internet lives is also, it moves so quickly, maybe just let it go. Mm-hmm. If you keep pushing and fighting, people go, oh yeah, that's right, and do it again, because they just want to poke you over it. It happens so much in that way, you know?
So I want to say one more thing here, right? Mm-hmm. Google doesn't own the internet. So I'm getting a little annoyed that everything comes to Google. Like, I don't know, Google's not my uncle. I don't know why I care. It's just a matter of, like, it's annoying that everybody makes like, if I was Google, I'd be annoyed, right? I mean, it's partly because of their success that everybody thinks if I'm going to take down something from the internet, I got to go to Google, right? So another set of lawyers are also hassling Google. They're representing other celebrities. I want to read some of their quotes. We've got in graphics here. The top entertainment lawyer, Martin Singer, has written to Google demanding that the company pay for its blatantly unethical behavior, threatening to sue the search giant for $100 million. But they didn't do it. They didn't get the pictures. They didn't steal the pictures. They didn't put the pictures up. They just a company that allows you to search the internet. They're not responsible for everything on the internet. It just offends my sense of logic, right? Now,
Yeah.
look, we're partners with Google in a sense because of YouTube and YouTube's. So I'll put that out there, and if you think I'm biased because of that, God bless, okay? But it's just like, it's weird that they make Google responsible for everything that happens online.
Yeah, I think that's, part of the trouble of being the biggest search engine. And they're not the head of the internet, but they're known as the biggest search engine, so people do automatically go to them. It kind of reminds me of that Kim.com story from a few years ago, right? It was a file sharing website, and of course people could share files legally, and then there were some individuals that were sharing pirated material, and so US authorities went after the head of that website, even though he's not the person who's gonna go out of his way to check the millions and millions of people who are sharing files. That's literally impossible to do. Right, so it's similar. You can't blame it all on one search engine or one website, like Reddit, for instance, for everything that happens.
Okay, Google's statement was, we've removed tens of thousands of pictures within hours of the request being made, and we've closed hundreds of accounts. The internet is used for many good things. Stealing people's private photos is not one of them. Okay, so they're saying, what else do you want us to do, right? And by the way, then there will be people who complain you're taking down too many pictures, and you're unlisting too many websites, and you're impinging upon my freedom. I'm going to sue you for $100 million. So since Google apparently owns the internet, everyone should sue them for $100 million if anything goes wrong on the internet. It's bullshit, and it bothers me. That's all.